Joined with head swimming coach Jon Lederhouse after the Wheaton women's team won its 20th consecutive CCIW Championship over the weekend, his 49th as head swimming coach. Coach, kind of just your overall thoughts to begin with on another very successful weekend at the CCIW Championships.
Yes, we had a very good result for our swimmers, with a lot of kids doing their lifetime best times and getting significant places. Our women's team had a close contest with Carthage College women, who had improved significantly over last year, but our girls were able to come through the last 2 days and set up scoring that the Carthage girls were not able to overcome. Our men's team continued to place very high in all individual races. We just didn't have the depth to move up on Rose-Hulman or Carthage the winner. But we had some great results. We had some school records set. Chris Dingfield swam a 200 fly in a time trial the very first morning of the meet and won a 148.8, which broke his own varsity record that he set this December in a taper meet of 150.4. So he is set for the national meet. And then he proceeded on the final day to win the 200 fly, breaking the official conference record on that. Erin Bagley and Kayla Roberson were two senior women who each won 3 events and each broke a school record. Erin broke her own school record in the 100 breaststroke, going under 103 for the first time, set a 102.7 record. And then Kayla Roberson, in her final race of her career, went 218.2 in the 200 breaststroke to drop her own best time by over 3 seconds and to take down Erin's actual 200 breaststroke conference and school record. So those were two very exciting performers for us.
You've obviously had a season of first last. So what's kind of your overall, as you look back on it, kind of your overall thoughts on now your last CCIW Championships being in the book?
Well, going into the CCIW Championships, as a coach, having coached for 41 years, I know what I don't know. And I was a little concerned if we would go out with a whimper instead of with a bang. So I was very pleased when that first day we had so many kids recording lifetime bests and we placed so high, and we started making progress on the team scoring on that. So it turned out to be at least a weekend of good pops.
What's really been your approach to this season to kind of allow yourself to, maybe what you've done differently to allow yourself to kind of take it all in a little bit here on the last time around?
Well, every year I give pep talks to the seniors throughout the year, the senior swimmers, that they need to savor these moments because they are their final moments. So that's really what I tried to do this year. As you said, Rusty, the seasons of first and last. So last time we were going to this meet, the last time this, last team meeting, last chance to tell them stories and so on. So I tried to savor those moments myself as we would go along the season.
How have you really seen things change throughout your tenure with the CCIW Championship meet?
Well, the first CCIW Championship meet I attended was in 1971 at Millikan University, and it was a men's only meet. They only scored 6 places. Now we have a co-ed meet and score 16 places, and right now the girls that win events are faster than what our boys won events for when I was a swimmer on that. So the competition is still, though, that same rivalry of striving to get best times. That's what every swimmer tries to do, as well as trying to beat the opponent. So some things haven't changed, but the conference has had some significant differences over the years,
and
as
then
most schools have.
And then finally, what are kind of your thoughts on the upcoming NCAA announcements and how you guys will do with qualifiers this year?
Well, for the NCAA, as it's been now for 25 years, we don't know who gets into the meet. Formerly, the NCAA, as most swimming competitions would do, simply dealt with a standard cut time. If you meet the time, you go to the meet. Unfortunately, in 1992, the NCAA changed their policy and simply set a cap of how many bodies could be in the meet. So now it's a selection process. So every year, this time of year, kids put up their times. You have to have a minimum, you have to have a consideration time to submit your time, and then you wait on those rankings to see who gets selected. Right now we have 2 girls and 2 guys, or 2 men and 2 women, who are really secure. Chris Dingfield's 200 fly is a very secure cut. Right now he's ranked about 5th or 6th in the country. Chris Simchuk, his teammate in the 200 back, is ranked about 5th or 6th. And then our 2 ladies, Kayla Roberson in the 200 breaststroke, Aaron Bagley in the 100 breaststroke. They're sitting right now 5th to 7th, somewhere in that range in the national rankings. Some of our kids who did swim some very good times, but their consideration times, Will McCauley's 400 IM, 359.9, a great time, does not look like that's going to make the cut. And then we do have a women's 4x50 free relay, which is currently ranked 9th. And so they're in pretty good position, but there are many conferences that have their final championship this coming weekend. So this coming weekend is the last opportunity for people to swim times. So we're going to be, we could say they're on the bubble. We don't know with the same certainty that they will get selected.